And welcome in here as we're back live on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube, calling play-by-play. Once again, we are 4 minutes through this game as we join this one in progress. We just finished off with the other game that just in a couple minutes ago. Louisville beat Syracuse by a hefty margin as we're back to basketball. Once again, Duke is down by 8 early as they just missed the layup inside the low post by Vernon Carey, and NC State gets the basketball. The Wolfpack now with the ball at the left wing perimeter. They have it back to the top of the key as I call play-by-play here as we're back to action. Yes, feel free, guys. Check out the Discord. Feel free to take a look at Ryan's link he put out here on the chat. We got a Discord going. Hey, welcome in here, Lexi, Hayden, Brody Butler, Peck. What is good? Thanks so much for stopping by right now as we have a stoppage in time on the court. 15:39 left to go in the first half. And the Wolfpack up with the early start. They lead by 8 in this game. So looks like we'll go right on to a break here in this one. NC State at home, they are leading 10-2 the score as we meet the first break of the game right now on the TV timeouts. So first break of this one, I'll take a look. Leading scores at the moment. Duke has only got 1 point by their tie for their leading scorer. Vernon Carey Jr. with a shot at the free throw line with 1 point, same as Trey Jones. For the NC State Wolfpack, leading the way, 6 points tonight by NC State. It's going to Daniels of NC State in this game. Devon Daniels averaging 12 per game, already halfway there with 6. CJ Bryce with 2, and Markel Johnson, the senior, with 2 points as well. Hey, welcome into the channel here. Matthew John Upton, thanks so much for finding me. I appreciate it. I call play-by-play college basketball, NBA, the March Madness tournament on the channel. Thanks so much for checking out the channel, guys. If you're new here, feel free, drop the like at the sub. Brody Butler Peck, awesome, man. He went to Alabama versus LSU on the weekend. That's awesome, dude. That must have been a blast seeing that game. Lexi put in here, we're going to destroy. Usually not a Devils fan, but against State. Why not? Hey, welcome in, Dee. Hopefully everything is going well for you on Wednesday night here. Thanks so much for stopping by, Dee, once again. Wow, Lexi having a first chance of snow tomorrow in the evening in North Carolina. First snow of the year. Yeah, I heard about that on the news. I heard about the snow is supposed to be on the ground in North Carolina. That's crazy. I'm up here in Massachusetts. We barely got any snow. Hey, welcome to the channel once again, my man Ken. Thanks so much for stopping by. Jungle Boy, welcome back in here. Welcome to the channel. 6TGGFG plays. What is good? My man Dave here from the channel. My man Dave Mitchell, thanks so much for stopping by once again, brother. I appreciate it. Alright, so right now we're on break in this one. We'll get right back to the game in just a moment. Feel free, guys, join the Behind the Arc Basketball Discord. One of the people here on the channel made it today. So a big shout out to I Don't Know Anymore for making the Discord link today here. Feel free to join that if you guys would like. And thank you all so much for stopping by here tonight. So get back to action. Providence leading Georgetown 16-15. Providence right on the bubble with the next 4 out. Georgetown looks like they're in the first 4 right now. As a 12 seed, as one of the very last teams to go to the tournament. No problem, Hayden. Homework comes first, man. Thanks so much for letting me know about it. But schoolwork comes first. This channel's up here whenever you guys have a chance. We're up here quite a bit, so feel free whenever you guys have a chance. If it's a non-school night, feel free to stop on by. But I agree with you, bud. Homework is first here, so that's the reason why he is watching, is because he is bored and he makes I make him feel happy. Thanks so much when he has a bad day. Thanks so much, bud. And if you have a bad day or anything, it doesn't hurt just to reach out over here. It can definitely help you out. It's NC State's at the free throw line. First shot's up. First shot is good. Shot number 2 at the line by the Wolfpack. It is good as well. 12-2 lead. 15:30 left to go. Duke, dribble drive inside. They put it up, and that one's good off the backboard. It counts for 2 off the layup as it goes down by the Blue Devils. By the way, Duke in the blue uniforms for tonight. That shot was good by Wendell Moore. And North Carolina State going in the white uniforms with the red lettering. Or Duke's in the, looking at it right now, it's actually the black and the blue. It's mostly black, and then it's got the blue lines down, the blue line down by the side. North Carolina State missed the jumper. Rebound by Duke. Goldwire with the basketball, passing over to the left corner into the hands of Jack White. Moves it over now, left wing perimeter to Wendell Moore. Moore with the basketball. 14:50 left to go in the first half. Moore making his move inside, left baseline, swings it back out to Goldwire. Goldwire passes over, back over to Moore, and Goldwire travels with the basketball, and that is a turnover by Duke, and NC State gets it right back. So right now we're just on break. Yes, indeed, education much more important. Hey, welcome in, my man, Tristan. Welcome back onto the channel, bud. I remember Tristan over from the tournament. What is good? He is watching the Kansas State game. Awesome, man. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate it. Here's, I don't know anymore. Welcome back, man. Brian Henson, welcome onto the channel once again. Oh, snap. Hit a advert on the way and getting there. So, yeah, this channel was monetized. It is monetized. We got monetized like 3 weeks ago, so if you hit an ad before the video, that's probably why. Or so NC State spin move into the key to put that one up and in. Duke with the basketball, taking a 3 off the mark, no good by Wendell Moore. Rebound by NC State. Hey, welcome in Patrick once again. Yep, thanks so much, Ryan. Yeah, feel free, man. Every now and then he puts out, he'll post a Discord link so we can gain some support. I gladly appreciate it. NC State just missed the shot. Duke got the steal as they raced their way to the basket, but a hard, they're going to, is it a foul or no? They turned over the ball. Clear turnover, they'll say, by Trey Jones. I thought it could have been a hard foul, but no. So the ball goes back to NC State, 14 minutes left to go in a 10-point lead. I'm from Massachusetts, by the way, Lexi, so I live in Massachusetts. Hey, welcome in here, Enver, my man. Thanks so much for stopping by, brother, again. If you guys are new to the channel, feel free, drop the like, hit the sub here as I call play-by-play. College basketball, NBA, the March Madness tournament on the channel. Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Welcome on Sportscaster, SkullMatt28. Thanks so much for checking out my stream. As we got a good one so far, NC State up by 10 points. Wolfpack with the basketball, dribbling to the left elbow, floats this one up. That shot no good, gets rebound by Duke. Duke with the basketball, past half court. Jones takes a 3, top of the key, he's got it. Trey Jones, money, hits that one from downtown, splits it down to 7. 14-7 to score, 13:30 left to go in the first half. Duke with the North Carolina State with the basketball. They take a deep 2 jumper, no good, hits the front rim by Markel Johnson. Ball tipped in the key, it goes out of bounds. And there's a foul as well assessed to that. Duke with Trey Jones, I think. He was the one going up to try to get the basketball. And it was Manny Bates who was fouled for the Wolfpack, so Bates will shoot here at the free throw line. That didn't appear to be it was a shooting foul. I'm shocked that it was a shooting foul he assessed it to. 14-7, first shot no good by the big fella Manny Bates. He's leading the ACC right now in blocks per game. Manny Bates averaged about 3 blocks per game this season. So first shot no good by Bates at the line. Second one by the Wolfpack. Bates misses it as well. Rebounds. Goes to Cassius Stanley at Duke. Duke with the basketball past the half-court logo. They have it now at the top of the key. Hands off to Trey Jones. Jones now. Dribbles to the left wing perimeter. Swings it back out to Wendell Moore. Moore moves it over. Left wing. That's a 3. Taken. Up in the air. No good off the back iron by Matthew Hurt. Offensive rebound. Duke has it though. Passes into the key. Off the back door. Cut. They put it home. Back off the backboard. Alex O'Connell hits it for 2. 14-9 to score. Under 13 left to go in the first half. Wolfpack basketball. If you guys are new, feel free. Drop the like, hit the sub here as I call play-by-play. Hey, welcome in, my man Vaughn here. Back on the channel once again. Bud, thanks so much for stopping by. NC State has it. Moves it over into the key. Floats it up. It gets blocked. Delorier with the block for Duke. Here goes the Blue Devils. They pass the half-court logo with Jones. Jones now dribbles inside. Nice feed. Low post. They try to slam it down. Delorier loses control of the basketball and it goes out of bounds. Right at the baseline. Stops the clock with 12:31 left to go. 12:31 left to go. 14-9 to score. And stops the clock right now. As it should be NC State basketball. So it's out of bounds by Duke. Let's see here. Lexi punting out. Yes, I did tell you that a couple weeks ago. Probably during the Celtics game. Not this Saturday, but probably the following Saturday. Since that one I'm doing from the living room. And that's where the tortoise cage is. It's not in my room. I'm streaming from my room right now. It's out in the living room. But that game's over on ESPN, so I'll be able to cover that one over in the living room. Whereas these I just stream over from the computer since we actually don't get ESPN over here. But that will be February 29th, I believe. It's on a Saturday. I can show you my tortoise in 10 days. It's 10 days from now as we're back to action. 14-9 to score. Jumper In the key off the backboard, no good. Duke tried to save it with the ball, but it goes out of bounds. Touched out of bounds by Alex O'Connell at Duke, so NC State will get the inbound in the front court. What do I make my videos with? I make them with a program called OBS. It's called Open Broadcaster Software. It's called OBS, which is totally free, and that's where I can select my scenes and put them in here. NC State with the basketball into the hands of Devon Daniels. Daniels dribble drive to the hole, lays it up and in, counts with a right-handed layup, good for 2 off the backboard. Devon Daniels with 10 so far, 4 for 5 from the floor for the Wolfpack. Duke with the basketball with Trey Jones. Thank you so much, Lexi, for stopping by tonight. I appreciate it, and enjoy the rest of your night here. And thank you so much. Anytime, feel free to drop them by, Lexi, when you do have a chance. That's a 3 taken, no good off the mark by Duke. They get the offensive rebound by NC State with a steal in the key. Wolfpack have it. Full court pass right up ahead of the pack. The ball goes off the front rim. No good, but they get it right back. They have it at the right baseline. Wolfpack now with the basketball into the hands of CJ Bryce. Bryce dribbling now, free throw circle. Spin move. Launches down one. No good on the jumper. Ball pinwheels around. Battle for the rebound, and Trey Jones got it for Duke. Duke with the ball past the half-court logo. Passes over right corner. That's a jumper. No good. Off the mark, O'Connell. Ball tipped out of bounds inside the key. And it stops the clock with 10:59 left to go. Next live stream, I do plan to be back tomorrow here. For the next live stream. Ohio State against Iowa tomorrow night. 7 p.m. Eastern time. So feel free, Lexi, if you're around, to join me back for tomorrow night's game. Thank you guys so much for stopping by on the channel. If anybody's new, feel free to hit the like, hit the sub here, as I call play-by-play of basketball, college basketball, the NBA, the March Madness tournament. Timeout on the court as the Wolfpack out to an early lead. They lead at 16-9. The score in this one with 10:59 left to go in the first half. We'll take a look leading scores of this game so far. Feel free to let me know down in the chat if you're new. Feel free to let me know if you're a Duke fan or a Wolfpack fan, to let me know down in the chat below. Could I post pictures of them later in the Discord? Oh, the tortoise. When I have a chance there. Yeah, when I have a chance there, I'll post a picture for you guys. Right now, we're just on break. Duke leading the way in scoring so far. 4 points by Trey Jones. 10 points by NC State by Devon Daniels. He's the only one with double digits so far in tonight's game. Right now, we're just on break. Duke, number 1 in the ACC, 12-2 record on the road at NC State, which is right now 7-7 so far in the conference this season. Scoreboard update, college basketball, Houston and Tulsa tied up at 12. Number 16, Seton Hall beat Butler at the buzzer tonight, 74-72. I called Louisville as they beat Syracuse big time, 90-66, the final tonight. And number 13, Auburn lost to Georgia, 65-55. Villanova leading DePaul early, 13-10. So those are scores going on tonight. Actually, Providence taking on Georgetown, and take a look at the score. G-Town up at the nation's capital, 23-20. Hey, welcome in, Alex. Thanks so much, brother, for stopping by here. Ken hopes that Ohio State goes into overtime tomorrow against Iowa. That's going to be a good game. Ohio State's on the road. Iowa's down a couple players. Their leading three-point shooter, CJ Frederick. He hasn't been rolled out, but he was injured in the last game. So right now we're just on break. Jack's back here. Thanks so much, Jack, for stopping by again. Jack is back. He likes Duke in this one. Let's see. Do I know what Minji Lee looks like? Vaughn putting here. I do not know who Minji Lee looks like, Vaughn. Tristan here wants to see Kansas winning the March Madness tournament this year. That is a possibility that could very well happen there. In my bracket, I've got Kansas reaching the Final Four and with national championship upside as well for Kansas. I really like them. Top to bottom, they look good. They got a solid defense. They got a lot of deep scores led by Devon Dotson. Udoka Azubuike is one of the best when it comes to low post scoring. He is the best percentage-wise in college basketball. He's shooting like 73% from the floor this season. Right now, we're just on break. Thanks so much, my man Jason, and make sure to follow Jason here, guys, in the channel. My man Alex is in the house. Welcome in, DMV Sportsnet. Don't forget, if you're new, hit the like, hit the sub, and hit the notification bell if anybody would like as well, as I call play-by-play of basketball, college basketball, and the NBA as we're back to action. 16-9 is the score, 10:50 left to go in the first half. Duke with the basketball. Trey Jones, top of the key dribbling, makes his move to the right elbow. Jones takes the jumper, it is up, no good, hits the front rim. Ball tipped around, it gets a rebound by NC State. 10:40 left to go, and the Wolfpack get it. They're up by 7. They have it now dribbling at the right elbow. Bounce pass to the right baseline, we get a foul on the court. Foul committed by Duke, stops the clock with 10:38 left to go, as the foul was committed on Devon Daniels, who was driving to the bucket. Daniels will go to the line, shoot 2. Update on Villanova game. Sure, Jungle Boy. I'll take a look at that right now. They're taking on DePaul in Chicago. Villanova is leading 16-10, 11:20 left to go in the first half. So 16-10, early lead in the first half by Villanova. Devon Daniels, first shot for NC State at the line. He hits it. 17-9, Wolfpack lead by 8. Second shot here by Daniels, coming up at the free throw line. Alex likes Villanova here to win the national title, or Duke. He is good. That shot is good as well. It's just so wide open this season for who wants to win. I am right now on the Dayton boat to really root for Dayton in the tournament. Not gonna root them when they take on Rhode Island at Rhode Island when it comes to playing my favorite team in college basketball, Rhode Island and Providence, but I feel like I got mad respect out to Dayton. What they did to Rhode Island a week ago, just crushed them in that game. They should have won by 30, and they look so solid. I got my Final Four right now. It would be Dayton, Seton Hall, Kansas, and Gonzaga. Duke goes inside, they score for the 2-point bucket. It's 18-11. Ball goes into the hands now of number 24, Devon Daniels. Circles around the perimeter. Now he dribble drives inside. Puts it up and in and banks it off the backboard. And Daniels keeps on adding to his total. NC State up by 9. Duke with the ball going inside. Jones with that jumper. It's off the mark. Actually, it's Goldwire misses it. And Goldwire tried to go for the rebounds. Fought with it for a second. They're going to take a... It's going to be a foul on the court. Stops the clock with 9:40 left to go in the first half. As Jordan Goldwire committed the foul, trying to go up for the rebounds. I think he was working on Devon Daniels too. Would it be funny if John makes a new logo that he can show the game behind his channel logo and his merch? Show the game. That'd be that's classic. That's so fun. That's so funny. Oh my gosh, Alex would buy that. That is just so funny. John got a TikTok, by the way, today for his hockey channel. 9-point game, 22-11, 9:20 left to go here in the first half. NC State going inside, and they score with another layup. DJ Funderburk, he is averaging about 13 points in the last 13 games. Duke with the ball now. Problems defensively against Clemson, against Louisville, and problems once again in this one. Turnaround jumper, Carey puts up the shot, he hits it home. That shot counts for 2 by Vernon Carey Jr. Gets fouled as well. So Carey will go to the free throw line with 9 minutes left remaining before halftime. Welcome to the channel, Run and Hide over on Sportscaster. Thanks so much for stopping by. I do not have TikTok. This channel isn't really more like younger kids. I'm 24 years old now. I'm an adult. I'm not really that huge into social media like that much. 22-13 is the score. I feel like it's probably because I'm just so busy, working every single day. I work a full-time job, and then I come home and do this, and that's basically my night. 22-13 to score. NC State with the ball off the rebound, off the missed three-point shot. They take a 3. Top of the key, they drill it. Markel Johnson hits it. Man, this one's getting out of control here early. 25-13. Johnson with 7. Duke with the basketball. They have it into the hands of Goldwire at the right wing perimeter. If you guys are new, feel free. Drop the like at the sub here, as I call play-by-play at college basketball and the NBA. March Madness tournament on the channel. Left baseline. Shot no good by Duke. Rebound NC State. Passing it over to the left wing perimeter. Into the hands of number 11 now, Markel Johnson. Johnson with the basketball at the left elbow. Johnson, step back 3 in the air. He has got it. Puts it up and through over Joey Baker. Man, I cannot believe this right now. 28-13, Markel Johnson with 10. This is insane. An insane start here by the Wolfpack. Did not think that they had this with them offensively. Jason here on the channel, maybe he is right. I know Jason during the last game was putting up here. He liked NC State to win this one by 3 as Duke goes inside, puts it up and in off the backboard. Thanks so much, Alex. I appreciate it, but 13-point game, NC State. Low post, and the ball goes out of bounds, stops the clock with 7:47 left to go in this one. Wow, coming out on fire at home. What they've been able to accomplish, shooting the ball effectively from the court right now. The good rate by NC State, 55%, 11 for 20 from the court right now. Duke is a low, 6 for 23 at this moment, 26% from the floor. So currently we're just on break. NC State, perfect, 2 for 2 from behind the arc, looking solid so far. Yeah, guys, feel free to join the Discord as well. That link is down below, so feel free to take a look at that as well. As currently we're just on a break here in this game. Let's see, scoreboard updates. I'll update you guys with scores going on throughout college basketball tonight. Villanova leading DePaul, 8:50 left to go in the first half. 24-14 is the score. Ken putting out his next video Saturday or Sunday. For sure he has a video on Sunday. Cool, dude. Hey, welcome to the channel, Mitch0720. Thanks so much for dropping by here on the channel. Wolfpack here. We got NC State fan here on the channel. Thanks so much for stopping by. Finding my channel means a whole lot. Thanks so much. Denoy here. Respects me heavy. I appreciate it, brother. Thank you so much for finding my channel. Means a whole lot to me. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure hit the like, hit the sub here. I call play-by-play college basketball, March Madness tournament, NBA on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. We just hit like 1K subs like 2 or 3 weeks ago on the channel. Jungle Boys got NC State by 10 points in this one. I am shocked right now that this game is a blowout at the moment. Tomorrow night, I do plan to be back Ohio State versus Iowa for the next game, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Thanks so much for stopping by, my man Alex from the DMV Sportsnet. Enjoy the rest of your night, bud, and thank you so much for coming on my stream for a little bit. He's going to go to bed. Next Sportscaster stream is Washington taking on the Canadians, so Capitals Canadians, 7 p.m. on the DMV Sportsnet. Awesome, man. If I'm around, I'll take a look at that, bud, and good luck to your stream, my man. And thanks so much for stopping by here on the channel as well. Christian Plays, thank you so much, brother, for coming back on here. All that dude's liking the Buckeyes. He likes the Buckeyes. I haven't done an Ohio State stream, I don't think, since, like, the game that they blew out UNC. So I hope to be back tomorrow with them. And I know Alex is getting excited about that when he was in the chat earlier, that he's a huge Iowa fan. Right now, we're just on break. We got 36 people in the chat. Don't forget to hit the like, hit the sub here, as I call play-by-play college basketball March Madness tournament in the NBA as well. We're right now just on the TV timeout update with the leading scores throughout this game at the moment. Taking a look right now at Duke, leading the way, 7 points by Vernon Carey Jr., also got 6 rebounds. Other scores here, NC State, 14 points by Devon Daniels, leads the way in scoring, 10 points by Markel Johnson so far for the Wolfpack. We'll get right back into this game in just a moment. Alright, we're back to action here. Duke with the basketball. They have it at the left baseline. Low post. Inside, and this ball will go right back over to NC State here where the basketball is. Okay, 28-17. They did score with that one. So ESPN went back quick. They did score at the baseline with a jumper. NC State takes a 3, left corner off the mark, rebounded by Goldwire, and he gets fouled on the rebound by number 21 at NC State, Danny Dixon. So 7:20 left to go in the first half. Duke will get the inbound. They put the ball now into the hands of Jordan Goldwire. Dribbles past the half-court logo. Goldwire swings it over to the right wing perimeter into the hands of Joey Baker. Baker inside. Floats it up. Too high off the backboard. No good. Fight for the rebounds. I think it's going to be Manny Bates. Is it number 24 for NC State? Devon Daniels, the one who got it. There's Bates was in the area as well for NC State. The rebound will go to the Wolfpack. And there was a foul as well in the court. They in the bonus. That's what we're gonna see if they're in the bonus here. Yeah, so NC State will go to the free throw line and shoot shots. So they are in the bonus right now, shooting free throws. 1-1 for the Wolfpack as they lead 28-17. Here's the leading scorer, number 24 into the game, Devon Daniels at the free throw line. First shot good. 12-point lead. Yes, I heard about that, Christian, please. So Michigan gave Rutgers their first home loss. Rutgers was going into that game with a record of 17-0 at home. Second shot by Daniels at the free throw line for the Wolfpack. That one's up. No good. Rolled around the front rim. Outfits a rebound. Puts it down with authority, man. CJ Bryce going up right there. Banks it home off the backboard, and they're up by 14. 6:55 left to go before halftime. 16 points in the paint tonight by the Wolfpack. They moved the ball over to the left wing perimeter. Now back on top here to Delorier. Duke with the ball. Passing off to the left wing to Joey Baker. Baker with the basketball moves it over to Goldwire. Goldwire with the ball. Dribble drive. Passes over left corner. Jones takes the three. Corner three up in the air. No good off the back iron. Rebound NC State. Wolfpack with the basketball. Welcome to the channel here, Mini Weasel. Thanks so much for stopping by. He puts out State by 50 at least in this game right now. I am shocked. They're up by 14. They take a 3-0. It had the distance. It was just off towards the left side of the backboard. No good. Rebound by Duke. Duke with the ball now. Top of the key. Wendell Moore swings it over to Goldwire. Goldwire splits defenders. Right hand. Misses the layup. They try to tip in the key. No good. And Delorier falls down. Gets rebound by the Wolfpack. Wolfpack with the basketball. If you guys are new to the channel, feel free. Hit the like, hit the sub here as I call play-by-play basketball and Behind the Arc basketball on YouTube. Handoff. Now they take a jumper. Deep two. Up in the air. No good off the mark. Tipped around. Rebound Duke. 5:50 left to go. Duke with the basketball, right wing. Trey Jones makes his way inside, floats it up. Off the backboard, no good. Rebound by the Wolfpack by Jericho Helms. Wolfpack will slow down tempo now with the basketball. 5:30 left to go before halftime. 14-point NC State lead. They dribble at the right wing perimeter. Hands it off now to CJ Bryce. Bryce dribbles back in on top. Bounce pass. Over to the left wing to Braxton Beverly. Beverly moves over top of the key. Dribbles towards the right wing. He hands this one off. Wolfpack with the basketball. And Trey Jones takes the charge for Duke. That's an offensive foul. So offensive foul by NC State. Ball goes back to Duke here. CJ Bryce picks up the foul. And he will check out of the game with his second foul he picks up right now for the Wolfpack. 5:20 left to go here. Hey, welcome on the channel, my man Jaden. Thanks so much for stopping by here once again. No problem. Feel free whenever you guys have a chance to stop by. Thank you so much for joining me here, my man. Jaden just got back home from church. Thanks so much for stopping by here. I appreciate it a ton. Duke low post puts up the jumper. That one's up. That one's through for two. Dark Cardinal 71. Welcome back in here, man. As he is a Louisville fan, so I know who he is rooting for. NC State low post puts up the jumper. Ball tipped out of bounds, and the refs are going to talk about this one. His last touched out of bounds by Duke, so NC State will get it right back. Question, Louisville at Florida State. Who do I got winning that game? It's going to be a close one. I do like the Seminoles, though. I do like Florida State in that game. I would go Florida State 68-64 in that one. So a 4-point Florida State win is. That's a 3-point shot. NC State puts it up. They put it through for the 3-point shot. 34-19 to score. Duke in the low post. They score right back. 13-point game. NC State with the basketball. Dribble drive. Low post puts it up. Too strong off the backboard. Duke with the basketball. Off the rebound. They go in transition now. With a left hand. Scoop and score off the glass. They put that one home and they get fouled as well. And Duke will go to the free throw line and shoot the and one with 4:22 left to go. Wow, what a coincidence. Mini Weasel also getting back from church too. Wow, what a coincidence here. 34-22. Shot coming up at the free throw line by Cassius Stanley. Got the layup. And he got fouled as well. So the and one coming out. 14.6 points per game in the last 11 games by Cassius Stanley. 74% free throw shooter this season for Duke. This shot's up. No good. Hits the back iron. Missed by Stanley. Rebound by the Wolfpack by Thunderberg. Puts it now into the hands past the timeline to Devon Daniels. Daniels at the left wing, guarded by Stanley. Moves it over to the right wing. Hands this one off top of the key. Back over to Thunderberg. Lob over the top. They try to go for the alley-oop, but a little bit too strong on the pass as it hit the side of the backboard and gets rebound by Duke. Duke with the basketball. Top of the key, Trey Jones. Dribbles to the left wing. 4 minutes left to go. Over to Baker. Baker passes back on the top. Ball stolen away. One man to beat here. NC State blowing past Trey Jones. They lay it up and in for two. 36-23 off the steal. And Coach K just shaking his head right now along the bench area. And Markel Johnson got the steal for the Wolfpack. They'll try it again. Jones passing out to Moore. Moore, lob pass over to Delorier. Back in his way. Low post Delorier puts it up. No good on the shot. Tipped around. Gets his own offensive rebound. Javin Delorier puts it up. He scores. He gets fouled as well. And Delorier will go to the free throw line and shoot the and one after this break here on a TV timeout. 36-25. 3:33 left to go. So right now we're just on break. What's my final four? Right now my final four is Dayton, Seton Hall, Gonzaga, and Kansas. That's my final four right now. Dayton, Seton Hall, Gonzaga, and Kansas. Do I think Michigan will make the top 25? Probably not because of their record in the conference for Michigan right now. I think they were below 500 going into today, but they did win against Rutgers on the road. Yet Rutgers isn't ranked. Rutgers was playing more for like an 8 seed or so, like an 8 or 9 seed most likely for Rutgers because they haven't won on the road this season. Let's see here. Big Ten, Michigan. Michigan's got a record they're 8-7 now. They were 7-7 going into that game, but 8-7 now in the conference for Michigan. Let's see Michigan's upcoming schedule. I'll let you know if they'll be ranked, if they're able to take care of business in their upcoming schedule. Let's see. It's not going to help them. The teams coming up: Purdue, Wisconsin, Ohio State, Maryland. Though that they could be ranked if they do win a lot of the stuff towards the end of the season. Michigan, if they do win at Maryland, I would put them in the top 25 if they're able to keep on producing and winning the games before that as well. If you guys are new, make sure we got like double the likes here on the channel, so make sure keep on hitting the thumbs up here, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell if you guys enjoy what I do. I call play-by-play of college basketball, the March Madness tournament, the NBA on this channel. NC State's gonna win. Mini Weasel putting out Wolfpack all the way. Well, this would definitely help them out to make the tournaments. It would put them right back into the play-in game, basically, because right now they're outside to make the March Madness tournament. They need to win this game, and basically a lot left to go in their schedule with 0 bad losses the rest of the way. Basically, they're in the next 4 out with Stanford, VCU, and Providence right now. Let's see here. Yeah, Vaughn putting out today is Wednesday, and people are going to church here. Quite a coincidence. Alex here. Can't wait for Saturday afternoon. Awesome, man. Alex goes to VCU. That's awesome, man. VCU's women's basketball team hosting St. Louis in their first home game since head coach Beth O'Boyle got career VCU win number 100 last Thursday. That's great, man. That's great. Good luck for Saturday afternoon there, bud. That is fantastic for you. So right now we're on break. 36-25 is the score. Hey, welcome back in here, Alex. He did not get all of his homework done, but if he doesn't, I can't go to the Iowa game then. Well, you want to get your homework done, bud. Get your homework done. If you need to take a break, do so. But make sure that homework is done. Schoolwork first before the channel here. So we're back to action. (36-25), 3.5 left to go as NC State's got the basketball up by 11. They have it at the top of the key into the hands of Markel Johnson. Johnson with the basketball, bounce pass over to the left wing of the perimeter now. NC State with it, passes back end on top. Hands it off now into the hands of Beverly. Beverly moving towards the right wing. 3:10 left remaining before halftime. NC State bounce pass. Into the low post, back outside to Beverly. Beverly, dribble drive, spin move, into the lane. Takes the jumper and a key. It is up. No good. Hits the front rim. Offensive rebound though by Daniels. Daniels gets fouled in the low post, trying to put up the shot with 3:02 left to go on the clock. Kentucky could very well... I can see them making the Elite Eight. Depending on the matchup, possibly. Possibly Final Four if they keep on playing like they have. Jaden putting out LSU won't go into March Madness anymore. I wouldn't write them off just yet. For LSU, they've dropped a couple of games here and there. First shot, no good at the free throw line by NC State, but they're still in the tournament. They're ranked to be like a number 9 seed right now at this point for LSU. Second shot, that one's good at the free throw line by the Wolfpack, and they're up by 12. 37-25. Under 3 minutes left to go before halftime. Duke with the basketball. Trey Jones passes over to Carey at the top of the free throw circle. Carey Bounce pass inside, and we get a foul. That's a kicked ball. They're going to say, actually, before that, kicked ball violation by NC State. Stops the clock with 2:50. Hey, welcome to the channel here. I was just scrolling up, and I just saw this. Grayson Kennedy, thanks so much for stopping by on the channel. Somebody give this man a job at ESPN, please. He puts out here. I appreciate it, bud, for stopping by right now. 37-25, 2:40 left to go. How far do I think Louisville will go into the tournament? Probably into the Sweet 16. Most likely there. It all depends on Jordan Nwora and how well he does, because they need bench production there. They need bench production from Williamson, Johnson, if they want to get far into the tournament, because when it's all Jordan Nwora, like they've been doing like a lot this season, they've been relying on Jordan Nwora. That's how they've lost Georgia Tech and Clemson, because of him. As Duke just traveled with the basketball, as they got the turnover off NC State, but they just traveled with it past half court. Wolfpack ball. 2:20 left to go before halftime. Yep. North Carolina will not be making the tournament unless they win the ACC title, which is just basically slim, a 0.1% chance to do so. Missed jumper by the Wolfpack. Rebound Duke. Duke with the ball. Oh, they turn it over. 2-on-1 fast break. NC State going to the bucket. Too easy. They lay it up and in for 2 by the Wolfpack. This game is getting out of hand. 14-point game, under 2 left to go, and Coach K is going to make some major adjustments now in the second half. Timeout on the court here by Duke. 1:57 left to go in the first half. How far do I think Iowa's going to go? Ooh, man. Same thing. They're in the same boat, basically, except they have a better score than Jordan Nwora, because they got Luka Garza. I'm going to go probably round of 32, though, for Iowa. Depending on the matchup, I do see them winning their first round matchup, depending on what it is. But then again, last year I was wrong. I had Cincinnati beating them in the first rounds. But it's just the injuries there. If they're able to get back CJ Frederick, if he's healthy, that would help him out a ton with a 3-point shooting production, because they only scored 58 against Minnesota. And was able to hold on Sunday because of that. Hey, welcome in, Bradley here. Thanks so much for stopping by, bud. Feel free to check out the Discord as well if you guys would like. Ryan just posted that link here in the chat. We're back to action. 1:55 left to go in the first half. Duke with the basketball, top of the key, Trey Jones. 14-point game. Jones dribbles left elbow, takes the jumper. It is up. It is through for 2. 12-point game. NC State with it. Trey Jones, 6 points now. NC State passes the half-court logo with Markel Johnson. Johnson bounce pass over to the left wing. Tons of contact. And the ball goes out of bounds. Number 24, Devon Daniels, thought that it was a Duke foul, and the refs didn't say so. When he last touched it, the ball goes out of bounds, and Duke will get it back with 1:35 in the clock. Yeah, definitely, here, David, he puts out, watch the D in the second half. I think Duke's going to make some major adjustments here. I never want to count out Duke, especially with a 14-point comeback they had against UNC in the final, 3 minutes of that game a couple weeks ago. That is another turnover, though, by Duke. They just slipped in the key with the basketball, and that's an offensive foul with it as they collided with an NC State player. So 12-point Wolfpack lead. NC State with the basketball, dribbles past half court. Hey, welcome in here, Ethan MC Nolte. Thanks so much for stopping by once again. I appreciate it, bud. Antone Finnegan, welcome back in here, my man. NC State passes over left wing perimeter into the hands of Braxton Beverly. Louisville is eligible in the tournament here, guys. Louisville is eligible this season in the tournament. They're in all the bracketology predictions, so they are eligible for this season's tournaments. So there's nothing about them that's on probation. Maybe they're on a recruiting probation or something like that, but they did not receive a tournament ban. The only 2 teams that's not eligible for the tournament is we have a foul, and it stops the clock with 53 seconds left to go in the timeout here by NC State. So the only 2 teams ineligible for the tournament this season is Georgia Tech and also Merrimack from the NEC, but Merrimack is not ineligible because of recruiting violations or anything like Georgia Tech with their ban. Merrimack is a Division II team that's transitioning now, first season in Division I from Merrimack College up in Andover, Mass. So they're just transitioning over to D1. They should have just put them in there because should have just allowed them to go for the tournament no matter what, because they're still first place in the league right now, I believe, in the NEC. They would be, if they're able to win the NEC championship, but they're not able to compete in the tournament this year until 2024, they would get into the tournament. Yeah, Vernon Carey Jr. Hasn't really got a lot of touches on the ball just yet, so great point there, Dave. Got to get the ball into the hands of the big man a whole lot more. We're back to action. NC State up by 12. They got the basketball. Wolfpack lob over the top, and somebody forgot to cover the backdoor cut, and the Wolfpack jam at home with DJ Thunderberg with a two-handed jam. 41-27 to score. Yes, Maryland will be in the tournament, and Maryland has a chance to go, in my opinion, they get a good chance to make a deep Elite 8 Final Four. Maryland looks like a really good, complete team, and that will be interesting. A match of Maryland against Seton Hall. That will be an interesting matchup, because Maryland did lose by, they did lose 52-48, I think, back in November against Seton Hall, and Miles Powell is not playing that game because he was injured. That would be a great matchup if those two teams matched up, say like Elite 8 or so, if they made it in there. 41-27 to score. Duke with the basketball past the half-court logo. 20 seconds left to go before halftime. Trey Jones with the ball. If you guys are new to the channel, feel free. Hit the like, hit the sub here as I call play-by-play. Jones has it. Dribbling now. 10 seconds left to go before halftime. Jones dribbles towards his left. Makes his move. At the left elbow, makes his move inside, gets behind the defense, lays it up and in with a left hand, counts for 2 off the backboard. NC State, 1 second. Half-court heave at the horn. Oh! He hits it! Buzzer beater by NC State at half-court. That was unreal. Who was that? Number 11 for NC State at the right portion of half-court. Just heaves it up there, and the senior, Markel Johnson, delivers. And it's 44-29 at halftime. That was incredible. Oh my gosh, what a shot. Markel Johnson just heaves it up there right from the half court to the right side of the Wolfpack logo and drills it down. Let's see here if it counts. 1 second. 0.7. Yes, that ball released his hands with about 0.5 left to go on the clock. And that will be indeed insane. Definitely dirt bike fan. Insane half-court shot right there by Markel Johnson of North Carolina State. They go up by 15 at halftime. North Carolina State here. 15-point lead at halftime. 44-29 going into the tunnel. And Duke and Coach K, he's really going to have something to say with the team right now. I would be scared if I was in that locker room at the moment here with these Duke players, because they are down by 15. A lot of points. They were down by 14 against UNC. Came back and win, though. And once again, another North Carolina team tonight. Thank you guys so much for stopping by on the channel. Don't forget, hit the like, hit the sub here as I call play-by-play. I'm Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Massive shot. That's crazy. So, we got another buzzer beater here on the channel. Third half-court make of the season. That's insane. Thanks so much for the update here, Mitch0720. I appreciate it, guys. I haven't seen North Carolina State like a whole ton because I'm watching like so many different games. This is my second game covering NC State this season. I covered them when they lost against Auburn back in December. Second game covering NC State here on the channel. Duke, no scores with double-digit points as we go into halftime. Leading scorer right now for the Blue Devils. 9 points by Vernon Carey. Got to get the basketball to him a whole lot more, though, but he is struggling in the key as well. He's 4 for 10 shooting. Carey with 9.7 rebounds, 2 blocks. Trey Jones, 8.6 rebounds, 0 assists by Trey Jones, which is odd because Trey Jones leads this team big time in assists per game this season. NC State leading scorer, Devon Daniels, 18 points at halftime right now by Daniels. And what happened with Clyde Trapp and of Clemson, Audice Toney of Pittsburgh, those type of players going off like this. We got one tonight in Devon Daniels, 18 points so far for the Wolfpack, and him 15 by Markel Johnson. And you want to make a statement for the tournament. This is right place, right time right now for NC State to do so. This win would go a whole long way there to make them to make it in for the tournament because they lack the quality resume building opportunities that a lot of good teams have, and they have the chance to bump off somebody like a USC or a Stanford, who's right now in the playing game, and have the chance to sneak in there and be the team of the week. So right now we're just on break. Indeed, big wow, Ryan Johnson, for sure. Thank you, everybody, for stopping by on the channel. Yes, indeed, Christian plays. Incredible to call that. NC State hit a half court to close out the half, Vaughn. So, yep, Duke is losing Vaughn here. NC State with a massive half court buzzer beater shot by Markel Johnson. Insane. Cannot wait for March Madness. This road here from February going into March makes you just appreciate college basketball and what it's out there for. So currently we're on break right now. We're going to get right back to action in just a couple moments. If I had to trade any starter on the Patriots and the Lions, who would it be? Probably... Oh, I would go Jonathan Jones there for the Patriots. I feel like Jonathan Jones was, he was suspect in a lot of the coverages this season for the Patriots and gave up some big plays. So I would, the Lions do need a lot of defensive help. So I would trade Jonathan Jones to the from the Patriots to the Lions. No, I would not trade Stephon Gilmore. Not at all. He is off limits. Mini Weasel putting out here. So apparently his dad went to this game, didn't tell him or bring him. I'm sorry to hear that. I am so sorry to hear that. Right now we're just on break. The correct answer Christian Plays puts is we take one of the Patriots Super Bowl wins away. Yeah, funny there. All that Deuce Ravens fan, don't get him started here. Big season for the Ravens, I know, for you guys next year. I know somebody predicted in the chat yesterday, 15-1 for them. Currently, we're just on halftime. Tomorrow, feel free to join me back next stream. Tomorrow, 7 Eastern, Ohio State, ranked number 25. Taking on Iowa, also in the top 25 for a massive matchup between those two teams. Iowa at number 20. Let's see what's going on in college basketball tonight. Villanova cruising right now, leading DePaul at DePaul, 46-26 at halftime for Villanova, leading by 20. Number 22, Houston, leading Tulsa at halftime, 26-20. I call Louisville crushing Syracuse earlier today. Louisville beat Syracuse 90-66. Louisville, once again, allowing 90-plus points. They did that to Duke a couple weeks ago. Georgia upset Auburn tonight, 65-55. So number 13 Auburn drops it to Georgia tonight. And number 16 Seton Hall wins at the buzzer. Sandro Mamukelashvili in the alley-oop layup tip-in. He gets it home as Seton Hall and the Pirates win by 2, 74-72. So that's a scoreboard update of what went on throughout tonight in college basketball. As far as other games going on, massive game for the bubble. Tight one here in the nation's capital. Georgetown leading Providence, 40-39 the score. I'll keep you guys updated with that throughout as well. Yes, he posted that on YouTube. Awesome, he posted that on the Discord. Thanks so much, man, for the post there also. So, yeah, right now we're just on break. We'll head back to the second half in a little bit. I do like Iowa at home tomorrow. Even though they might be down C.J. Frederick in that game tomorrow, I do like Iowa in that game tomorrow against Ohio State. Anybody having problems with a video right now? On my end, everything's seeming to go fine. I looked at the OBS settings and everything. It's lighting up in green, so everything should be fine right now. Hey, welcome back, my man Seth here. Thanks so much for stopping by once again, brother, for the second stream tonight. I appreciate it. If you guys are new, feel free to hit the like, hit the sub, as I call play-by-play. Lamar, be like, get back to where you belong, Flacco, Christian Plays putting out here. Well, I think Joe Flacco, that's basically it for him, because I feel like he's just washed up, and that's basically it for his career. Do I think Michigan will make the tournament? Oh, yeah, for sure. Michigan will make the tournament. Michigan will definitely make the tournament. So yeah, right now we're just on break. Hey, welcome in my man Colin. Thanks so much for stopping by once again here. Alabama lost tonight. Oh, man. I was rooting for Alabama in that game. Because I'm a Rhode Island fan. Alabama had lost to Rhode Island, so I'm rooting here for URI to get an at-large to work off that Alabama win. Oh, man, that's a killer there. Alabama lost at home against Texas A&M. Oh, no. Texas A&M's only 13-12 too, and Texas A&M lost to Harvard earlier this season. Ugh. That's a crusher. Providence losing against Georgetown right now, 42-39, the score. Hey, welcome to the channel, Milo Kitty. Welcome in here, Milo Kitty. Hey, thank you so much for stopping by, Christian Plays. I appreciate it for stopping by in the channel here. He's going to go. Peace out and enjoy the rest of your night, brother. Thank you so much for being a part here tonight. So currently we're just on break. We'll get back to this game in just a moment, everybody. Hopefully like 5 to 10 minutes from now, as we're at halftime so far. Team statistics look like this in the first half. NC State shot the ball great from the floor starting out. It's like 57% from the courts. But now they're shooting the ball at halftime at 46%. Duke only at a very low 35%. Rough like they were shooting against Boston College a couple of weeks ago, able to grind it out towards the end. Duke is a second half type of team, though. And the 3 points right now, they are struggling from behind the arc. Whereas NC State make from 3-point range. They're 4 for 6 in the first half by NC State from behind the arc at 67%. Duke is struggling 1 for 7. I've seen that a bunch of times this season for Duke as well. That they struggled against Brown from 3-point range. They struggled against Boston College as well. And once again tonight they are struggling in this one from behind the arc once again. So, man, Duke's probably going to be a 2 seed, most likely. And the problems in the past have lied in a team. They're probably not going to take on Lehigh. Wouldn't say that, but I think that Colgate will probably be a 14 seed. So probably Duke will get the 2, most likely. Colgate will get the 14, so they'll probably not be able to match up on the bracket. But you never know. You never know if Boston University is able to beat Colgate in the Patriot League final, what might happen, but I don't bake on it. Yeah, that was a crusher, AK-16. That Alabama, they should have won that game tonight against Texas A&M, and they lost it. Like Jason said, Wolfpack by 3, and right now they're winning by 15. We'll see if they can maintain this in the second half, as Duke has played a good second half team so far this season. If anybody's new to the channel, feel free, hit the like, the thumbs up down below, hit the subscribe button as well. I call play-by-play college basketball, NBA, the March Madness tournament on the channel and Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. You don't really want to be posting that on the chat there, Vaughn. This is kind of like private information, but at least you didn't post the actual number you're getting. Right now we're just on halftime break. Ohio State versus Iowa, the stream I do plan to do tomorrow. Mini Weasel putting out it's going to be a 50-point blowout in this one. Well, if it's a 50-point blowout, that means North Carolina State gets automatically put into the tournament if they do well the rest of the season, basically. I mean, let's see what we got here. Upcoming games. Last 5 games in the schedule for NC State. They have great quality opponents to keep it up. This is where they're able to build their resume opportunities right now for NC State. And they were the first team out of the tournament last year. They finished off with 9 losses total. They got left out of the NCAA tournament last season. And Belmont got put in over them because of their poor non-conference schedule. They were ranked dead last in college basketball in the weakest schedule in all non-conference play, where they went 9-9 in the ACC play. NC State now, they've got these games coming up. Great opportunities. Next game Saturday against Florida State. They got a golden opportunity there. They're at North Carolina. They take on Pittsburgh, and then they're at Duke for the second game, March 6th against Duke, or March 2nd against Duke, 7 p.m. So not too long before they take on Duke once again. And that game's over on ESPN. I do believe I'll probably be able to call that one, most likely. And then they'll take on Wake Forest to end the season finale. So that's basically it there for the schedule for the last 5. AK-16 putting out North Carolina State gonna win, but it's gonna get close like that Auburn-Georgia game, but not enough for Duke. He reckons momentum all for NC State at the moment here. I'm just stunned that the Wolfpack are up by 15 if they're able to maintain this throughout. That would be crazy, but I have this to say. I don't want to count out Duke. Just, yeah, I really don't want to count out Duke. I think they're going to figure out a way in the second half somehow. Sony Michel and Julian Edelman and Stephon Gilmore trade for Slay and Gerard Davis. No, that's an awful deal. Even though I'm not a big Sony Michel fan myself, I would never trade Gilmore or Edelman. Gilmore is off limits. Stephon Gilmore is off limits to any type of deal, in my opinion. He's just that good of a defender in the secondary. Right now, we're just on break. That's not a good deal at all. Right now, we're just on break in this game. We're going to get back to action a couple minutes from now. 3-pointers have been the difference so far in the first half. One of them a half-court buzzer-beater shot. It could have been a 12-point lead at halftime. Instead, this is 15 right now because of a half-court buzzer-beater by Markel Johnson of the Wolfpack. NC State knocking down 4 3-point shots of the 6 attempts. Duke is 1 for 7 from behind the arc. And NC State actually is leading the rebounding right now, 27-23 on the boards in the first half, even though Duke leads the offensive rebounds 9-8. Other stuff going on first half, turnovers. Duke has turned it over 8 times. That's a problem. As I called the game against Florida State last week, they turned it over like 21 times. Florida State's a really scrappy team. One of the top teams in the nation when it comes to steals per game. But I think Trent Forrest in that game had himself like 8 steals. Yeah, that's a terrible trade for the Patriots. Of course, a good deal for the Lions, but no way that's ever going to happen. Jason putting out, would anybody like a tuna sandwich? He's going to have one. I'll be having mine tomorrow on my lunch break on work, by the way. I'll have my tuna sandwich already made up for tomorrow. Yup, Alex's dad is a diehard Detroit fan. We'll be back for the second half here in just a moment. Just going to turn over the graphic here to half number 2. So we'll get ready for the inbound in just a moment. If anybody's new here before we start half number 2, feel free, hit the like, the thumbs up down below. Let's see if we can get to 25 here on the channel for likes, and hit that big red subscribe button down below as well. Let me know down in the chat who you're rooting for in this game. If you're a Duke fan or an NC State Wolfpack fan, let me know down in the chat below as well. Should be indeed a great second half for sure, Jungle Boy 223. I hope so, between these two teams. Thanks so much for the update here. AK-16 putting out 3 overtimes. There was a game tonight. Valparaiso versus Drake. In a 3 overtime game tonight. And another one involving Wofford tonight, and UCF in Cincinnati in a game as well. Wow. That's insane as we're back to action. NC State will get the basketball now. They go from left to right on the court. So Wofford in overtime lost to UNC Greensboro. And that one that just wrapped up. 44-29 is the score. And that will be a turnover by NC State inside the low post. They double dribble with it. So Duke will get the basketball right back. Duke with the ball now, top of the key. They go from right to left in the courts. They swing it out to the right wing. Now they pass it inside to Carey, who needs to get some more touches. In the first half, he gets fouled. Or second half here, he gets fouled from behind. And Ferdinand Carey Jr. will go to the free throw line and shoot 2. Picking up the foul will be number 15, Manny Bates, the big fella, the freshman for the NC State Wolfpack. Yeah, classic, the brown lunch bag that I used to pack in school back in the day. That was a classic going on the school bus. Carey, first shot coming up at the line for Duke. That shot is up, and no good. Hit the front rim, he missed it. Second shot coming up by Carey. Misses it too. Off the back iron. Ball tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Duke. So NC State will get it right back. What do I think about Virgil? Here Seth is putting out. I don't really follow like a lot of soccer on the channel. Unfortunately, I've never been like a big soccer fan in my life. 44-29 to score. First minute through the second half. NC State with their second possession of the game here in the second half. They have the ball into the hands of Bryce. Bryce swings it back out into the low post, into the hands of Funderburk. Funderburk puts it up, and it goes through for two, and DJ Funderburk gets fouled as well, and will go to the free throw line and shoot the and one. Cincinnati lost to what's that, UNC? Oh, UCF. Oh, okay. I was going to say, it's throwing me off. It's UCF. Okay, so that's what it is. That shot's good, and one at the free throw line. Cincinnati lost to UCF. Drake against Valparaiso, still playing in the third overtime. That's crazy. 18:50 left to go. They swing it out to the top of the key. Moves it over to the left wing with the basketball. Goldwire. Goldwire pass inside, and bad pass over to Carries goes out of bounds. Yep, my man Sam Lumas knows a whole lot about soccer, Vaughn puts here. Yes, he calls soccer games, by the way. He does an awesome job with it. NC State gets it back. They lead by 18. Wolfpack with the basketball. They have it at the top of the key. Markel Johnson dribbles towards the left wing perimeter. Johnson with the ball now, makes his move on Carey inside. Johnson puts it up too high off the backboard, no good. Paul tipped around and gets a rebound by Duke here with the basketball. Trey Jones, dribble jive, floats it up, hits the front rim, no good. Offensive rebound though, they put it up and in. Matthew Hurt gets fouled though. They're going to call the shot, foul before the shot. So Hurt gets fouled before the shot right now. 18-17 left to go. And Hurt will go to the free throw line, shoot two. Another problem tonight is Duke at the free throw line. Struggle right now tonight. Duke is 2 for 9 at the free throw line. First shot is up. That one is no good off the back iron. Miss. Yikes. 2 for 10 at the line tonight by Duke. They just cannot hit a free throw. Awesome here. So, he is a good player for the soccer player. Won the player of the year on the FIFA cover. That's awesome there. If he ever gets put on the FIFA cover. Yeah, I don't really watch like a bunch of soccer. Maybe like 1 or 2 games a year. Like at most. Second shot was a miss. They're 2 for 11 at the free throw line. NC State with the basketball. When I was growing up though, I used to play a lot of like the FIFA video games growing up. Hey, welcome, you're a regular gamer. Thanks so much for stopping by us. He is a Kentucky fan here on the channel. NC State with it, passing over to the right wing into the hands of Johnson. Johnson with the basketball now, working on more. Dribble jive, floater in the key, high stroke. He gets it as it rolls around the rim and it goes up for 2. This is just, man, a surprise right now. 49-29. Wolfpack up by 20 with 17:40 remaining. We'll see if they can maintain this straight through. Duke with the ball. Right wing perimeter. Moves it over to the left now to Trey Jones. Jones with the basketball. Johnson with 17, by the way, for the Wolfpack. Jones lobs it over the top, and there's Carey where you need him with a backdoor cut for 2. Back to 18. 49-31. Carey with 11. Yep, I know the drill here. My man Rito Burrito on the channel, Villanova fan. Thanks so much for stopping by, brother. I appreciate it. Let's see here. Villanova scored. They take on DePaul right now. Villanova crushing DePaul 48-28 in the final 18 minutes remaining in that game. So Villanova with another good victory, it seems to be, if they can maintain it with Jay Wright squad. Once again on the road at DePaul, which DePaul is just falling off a cliff with only 1 conference win this season. 49-31 the score here. The ball got tipped out of bounds, and NC State will get it right back. 17 minutes remaining. NC State with it. Left wing perimeter. Wolfpack now with the basketball. They take a step back 3 in the air. Left corner, got it. Oh, man, they are raining the 3 balls tonight. From behind the arc, they head it down. Markel Johnson, a perfect 4 for 4 for the seniors, got 20. This team will be the team in the week if they keep it up. Low post, and NC State steals it away. Bounce pass right ahead of the pack. They go in transition, lays it up and in behind the defense by Jericho Helms. This is getting out of control. The crowd is lit, and it's on fire here. Down at NC State tonight. 23-point lead with 16:20 remaining. Duke with the ball. Swings it out to the right wing. Hurt with the basketball. Moves over top of the key. Looking to pass. It does. Into the hands of Goldwire. Goldwire now. Dribbles now. Free throw circle. Makes his move. Bounce pass over to Hurt. Hurt takes a 3. This one's up. He's got it. Matthew Hurt finally hits a 3 ball, and it's 54-34. 16 minutes remain. If you guys are new, feel free. Hit the like, hit the sub here as I call play-by-play. Yeah, DePaul's been at the very bottom of the Big East, Vaughn, for so long since they, like, transitioned, like, ever since 2004. Defensively, it's just been a problem once again. Going back to bad mental lapses that they had against Clemson. A 3-point shot, and they are getting all the bounces tonight. NC State, it hits the front rim, goes to the back iron, and it rolls around the rim and goes into the net for another 3-ball by the Wolfpack. You can't maintain this. This is crazy. You're shooting the basketball at a ridiculous clip. From behind the arc as Duke dribble drives into the key, and they lose control of the basketball, and it goes out of bounds. Timeout called here in the court by Coach K. This game is out of control right now. NC State 50% from the floor, 6 for 8 from behind the 3-point arc, led by Markel Johnson. He is a perfect 4 for 4, 20 points tonight by the senior for the Wolfpack. Wow. Insane. If you guys are new to the channel, feel free to hit the like, hit the sub here, as I call play-by-play basketball and behind the arc basketball on YouTube. Let's see here. Alex with the update here. Thanks so much for this update. Right now. So, DJ Carton, who is away from the team for the Buckeyes, dealing with mental health issues, might not be able to make the trip, and cheering his teammates from the bench or in the stands at Carver Hawkeye Arena. Wow. So, or is that Iowa? Oh, that might be... Yeah, DJ Carton has been rolled out of this game for tomorrow. So he's a freshman, and he was doing a good job with the bench production this season, helping out Ohio State. Somebody get Zion and RJ from the NBA to help their Duke. Yeah, they really need it right now. Man, this is going to be a crazy March Madness tournament. Like, I thought everything was solved. I honestly thought everything was solved with a thrashing against Notre Dame back on Saturday. But no, not in this one tonight. I'm shocked. Man, they're just getting blown out. Currently, we're just on break. Sports News Alert putting out his Ramblers won. Good for you, brother. Now he's watching his Hurricanes beat the Hokies and hoping for a little bit that Miami can make the chance for the NCAA tournament, which it's so slim for Miami to get there. They're going to have to win the ACC tournament for Miami to even get there. They're at like the very bottom of the ACC. So currently, we're just on break. I know who doesn't have a chance to make it in is DePaul unless they win out in the Big East, which is basically crazy to do so. If Duke makes a comeback like they did against Louisville last year, that would be crazy. Irregular Gaming pointing out. Indeed, this stream would just like blow up with the numbers here as people come on if it goes like that. Jason there with that comment. You honestly never know with this tournament. So 57-34 is the score. Villanova blowing out DePaul 53-34. Houston leading Tulsa 37-27 right now. And Seton Hall won earlier today against Butler 74-72. Georgia upset Auburn earlier tonight 65-55. Massive game going down in Washington, D.C. Providence leading Georgetown, 9:15 remaining, 54-51. Alpha Diallo dropped down 37, a career high against Seton Hall at the dunk on Saturday. And will Stanford make the tournament? Ooh, they are right now borderline. I will say somebody is out of that mix. I will say Stanford before Wichita State, though. I do like Stanford before Wichita State. Stanford is my last team right now in the tournament. It all depends. All depends. I think Providence can take that last seed. Providence very well can take that last seed. If they beat Villanova coming up, Providence has just been balling out the past month. Watch out for UCLA guys too. They haven't beat anybody good though. That's the only thing about UCLA is somehow 8-5 in the Pac-12, but I don't think they're gonna make it in. Probably in the NIT though. Right now we're just on break. Gonna get back to action here in just a moment. And both of the free throws go down at the line. It's 57-36 the score. Duke down by 19. NC State with the basketball. They dribble now to the right elbow. It's into the hands of number 11, Markel Johnson, who hit the half-court buzzer beat. He's got 20. Takes the right baseline jumper. That one, no good. Air ball. Rebound by Carey. Duke with the basketball. Here they come pushing tempo after the timeout. Jones has at the free throw circle. Trey Jones takes the jumper. Is up. It is good. Here we go. Remember the score, guys. 57-38, 15 minutes remaining. We'll see if they have any type of comeback left in their system right now for Duke as they're down by 19. NC State with the ball. They have it at the left wing with Johnson. Johnson hands this one off over into the hands now of Devon Daniels. Daniels passes over to Bryce. Bryce with the basketball for NC State around the perimeter. Top of the key, makes his move inside. CJ Bryce, jumper, right elbow, no good. Off the back iron, rebound by Matthew Herta. Duke puts into the hands here of Jones. Jones with the basketball. Left wing perimeter, makes his move inside. Going to the cup, lays it up and in. Trey Jones, he's got to take over if this team wants to come back down by 17. 14-20 remaining. If you guys are new, feel free. Hit that thumbs up, hit the like, hit the sub. We're one more like away from 25 in just a moment. NC State with it. Circling around the perimeter. Left baseline. Low post. Puts it up. Oh, swat that out of there. Vernon Carey with a massive block. It goes out of bounds, though, and NC State will get the ball back on the inbound with 14-11 left to go. He was just like, yeah, I'm just going to swat that one right out of there. Let's see. Arizona State is on the bubble as well right now. They're getting hot lately for Arizona State. $57-40 the score. Let's see, we got updates here. It's like watching Duke versus Lehigh or Duke versus Stephen F. Austin or Duke versus Mercer as well. They're looking at that, actually, an official review. I don't know what for. It looked like a clear block by Carey on the court. Yeah, I think Arizona State most likely will go to the first four as well, your regular gamer. They look like they'll go to the first four. Arizona State versus Richmond, Providence versus USC. That's what I have. Or you can flip it the other way, Providence versus Arizona State, since Providence did take on USC back in the tournament about a decade ago. Or around the 2010s, more like it. Let's see your scoreboard update. Mississippi State leading South Carolina 48-37 to score. Thanks so much for the update, AK16 on the channel. Will Indiana make it in? Yes. Indiana should be able to make it in probably as a 10 or a 9 seed, most likely for Indiana. But if they are able to maintain business, do their job, they should be able to get in. Predict how much point each Iowa player. I already did that earlier. I had only done two of them, though. I had done Luka Garza with 31, Joe Wieskamp with 14 tomorrow night. I mean, if Frederick plays, it all depends on how healthy he is. Yep, tomorrow, 2 great games for the Pac-12 indeed, Vaughn. Oregon against Arizona State, USC against Colorado. I do plan to cover that game right after the Oregon-Arizona State one. I do plan to cover after this one tomorrow, Ohio State versus Iowa at 7. So, 57-40 is the score. The refs say there was a foul by Duke. So, 2 shots at the free throw line. First one's good by NC State. Second one's up and through as well. It's 59-40. What was this before the block by Carey? Oh, yeah, it was. I didn't see that. Carey inside the low post. He got called with a technical there, working on Thunderberg with a ton of contact. NC State with the basketball, they're up by 19. 14 minutes remaining. They have it at the left wing. Bounce pass. Low post back outside. Left corner 3. Up in the air. No good off the mark. Rebound Duke. Duke with the basketball. 13:50 remaining. Who will win? Baylor, Kansas. I've got Kansas in that one. I've got Kansas in that one because Kansas in the last game, they just lit it up from the floor against Iowa State. I think they're much better offensively than what they were like during like the early part of the season back in December and January. No problem, Alex. We get a foul in the court as well. As Duke put it up, Thunderberg commits the foul for NC State with 13:37 left to go remaining here in the second half. Yeah, San Francisco on against Gonzaga after those games are finished. Of course, they put Gonzaga on like late at night where I'm already asleep in bed. Carey tonight, 11 points, 9 rebounds as Duke got the inbound and another foul by the Wolfpack on the inbound. So back-to-back fouls here as they commit foul number 5 right now in the second half by the Wolfpack. Duke with 3 fouls in half number 2. Duke will inbound it once again, trailing by 19. They pass it over to the left wing perimeter. Into the hands of Stanley. Stanley, dribble drive into lane. Floater, no good. Hits the front rim, follows it up. No good. He tried to get his own rebound, but it gets rebounded instead by the Wolfpack. NC State got it with Thunderbird. Puts it now into the hands of Johnson. Markel Johnson swings over. Left corner shot fake here. Over to Daniels. Daniels puts it back on top, and we get a foul on the court with 13:21 left to go. Yep, Gonzaga should be able to win that one for sure. Let's see here. Indiana, Minnesota. Thanks so much for the update. AK-16, 44-38. Oh, we got a dono here on the channel. My man Jack here once again. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for your generous donation here on the channel, my man. I appreciate it so much, Jack. You guys have been awesome here on the channel. That jumper, no good. NC State left baseline. Duke takes the jumper. Top of the key. They knock it down for the 3 ball as it goes right down by Wendell Moore. Put it right now to 16. 13 minutes remaining. NC State with the basketball. Johnson has it. Right wing perimeter. Dribbles now. Top of the key. Markel Johnson for the Wolfpack. Makes his move. Right elbow. Swings it back on top. Into the hands of Daniels. Daniels floats to the Thunderbird. Did he push off? No. A lot of contact right there as a Duke player tried to take the charge but wasn't called for. Duke gets the rebound anyway. Duke with the basketball. Moore passes over to the top. Lob pass to Carey. Carey. Low post. Puts it up and in. Banks it home off the backboard. Counts for 2 more. Here they have it. Coming back. 12.5 left to go. 14-point game. Wolfpack up now. 59-45. Timeout in the court taken here by NC State. Great game going on right now. If they keep on coming back, we'd have an even better game. Don't forget, guys, hit the like, hit the sub here, as I call play-by-play. I love it when we get good competitive games like this. I hate blowouts like the last one where Syracuse just struggled constantly against Louisville, but man, they're hanging in there right now for Duke and never count them out. They're down by 14, just like they were down against UNC, and they completed a comeback. So, crazy if this one goes into overtime tonight. Dono hype for sure here. Let's get some Dono hype in the chat here. Thank you so much, Jack Merriman. I appreciate it, my man. I appreciate it for your generosity here on the channel. Let's see. Gonna scroll up here for you guys. See what's going on in the chat. Yeah, so Indiana leading Minnesota. Thank you so much for the update, AK-16. Let's see here. Who wins Saturday? Kansas or Baylor? I'm gonna go Kansas in that one, since Kansas is much improved offensively than what I saw during December against Villanova in that first game against Baylor. I'm going to take Kansas. I do like them much better offensively now with the breakout of Christian Braun off the bench and also a couple of their other players. That they're just a really deep team, and they're a good team defending. Baylor's like the only team in the nation that's able to shoot the ball like 32% from the floor and still win a tight game by the final score of 52-45. Baylor better defense. Yeah, Baylor does have a really solid defense against shots. But yeah, Devon Dotson as a Buki. Too much to handle your regular gamer putting out there. I do like Kansas in the next one. Much improved from that game in early January. Indiana, yeah, they're at the bottom of the Big Ten. Number 11, that is. Thanks so much for the update, AK11. Let's see. Alex putting out, if you're an Iowa fan, which he is, you want Minnesota to win, which Iowa just beat Minnesota on Sunday. All that dude's putting out, I fall asleep on blowouts. Pay attention. Oh, yeah, pay attention to those guys. Cool, awesome, man. I don't know anymore. Posted out the buzzer beater on the server. Thank you so much, bud. Right now, we're just on break. We'll head right back into this game in a matter of moments here, everybody. 59-45 to score. We have 12:27 left to go in the first half. I did not see, that was Jerron Cumberland of Cincinnati. He hit a half-court shot. It did not count. I did not see that, but thanks so much for the update, Dark Cardinal 71. Wow, we got quite the night tonight in college basketball. 12:27 left to go, Mini Weasel. Right now, we're just in the TV timeout. Isaiah Moss, yep, he plays on Kansas as well. He has stepped it up past couple weeks with his bench production. Him and Christian Braun. Am I streaming any Pac-12 games for the Pac-12 conference tournament? Probably, I don't think so, Vaughn, because I think they put them on the Pac-12 network for like a bunch of those, which I don't get the Pac-12 network. So, probably not there, because I do not have the Pac-12 network. I appreciate it. My sister put it up there today. The smiley face thing in the background. She was cleaning the room earlier today before my stream, and she put it up there in the background as we're back to action. 14-point game, 12:15 left to go. They have it at the top of the key. NC State with the basketball. Into the hands of number 24, Devon Daniels. Daniels takes a deep 2 jumper off the mark. No good. Rebounds by Moore of Duke. Duke with the ball down by 14. 12 minutes left to go. They move it over to the right wing. Low post inside of Carey. Carey puts it up. He puts it home, and he gets fouled as well. So Vernon Carey will go to the line and shoot the and one here with a 12-point game with 12 minutes left to go. Yep, Georgia beat Auburn by 10 tonight. And wow, Houston is blowing out Tulsa that much? I remember that game was close, like when I checked it like 10 minutes ago. Holy moly, yeah, 51-28 now. Yeah, 51-28. Houston blowing out Tulsa. So I remember like a month ago, Tulsa was like in the tournament conversation, and after they beat Memphis by like 40, and now they're just not anywhere close to being in a tournament conversation right now. Duke, low post, put up the shot. They missed the free throw. So he tried to put up the shot. A lot of contact, though, on it. So we got a stoppage in time on the court with 11:47 left remaining here in this one. TV timeout on the court. NC State's shooting percentage is now dropping from the court. Good one tonight here with these two teams. Let's see what we got right now. It was a foul. It's going to be a foul by Trey Jones, though. Okay, so it's going to be a Duke foul they called. So it was a lot of contact, low post. Duke was going up for the rebound. They called the foul on Trey Jones. Yes, I do have a sister. Yep, Nova's beating DePaul big time. So that's what Jungle Boy is putting here in the chat. Let's see. We'll go over scoreboard updates for everybody right now. College basketball. Villanova crushing DePaul 69-43 is the score. Houston leading Tulsa 52-28. The game I'm focused on, scoreboard update, Providence taking on Georgetown. Massive matchup for the bubble tonight. Oh boy. Providence, baby. Providence leading Georgetown 63-56 with 4:25 remaining. One of the hottest teams right now in college basketball, the Providence Friars. Beat Creighton, beat Butler 2 weeks ago, beat Seton Hall on Saturday night. Stormed the court and almost lost to Seton Hall. They were up by like 20 points early, and they barely survived to beat them by 3. And Providence, once again, if they do hold on, they'll beat Georgetown, and they'll be in the play-in game most likely, as they got Villanova coming up. That's going to be a massive game. They already beat Marquette by 1 this season at Fiserv. They got Marquette coming up on Saturday at noontime. That's going to be a massive game there for Providence. If they want to get in the tournament, nobody better than Ed Coley to whip up this team and make them as desperate as possible. No team is more desperate than Providence. They also host Xavier at home towards the end of the season. They also host DePaul as well, so watch out. It's just that away game on the road at Wells Fargo against Villanova at Wells Fargo Arena in Philly. That's the one. It's going to be one all eyes are on. Let's see. Who do I think is going to win the Big East? I would go Creighton. I'll go Creighton right now. Never count out Providence. Even though they were horrific in the non-conference schedule. They were terrible. They lost to Charleston. They lost to Long Beach State. And now they're trying to get things together. And it is working finally. It is finally working. David Duke, Alpha Diallo, the team with upperclassmen, has just come together with like less than a month before March Madness. So just watch out for the PC Friars trying to make a run for it. If they're able to hold off against Georgetown, all that talk, Georgetown going to be in the bracket with Mac McClung and Omer Yurtseven, and I don't think they played tonight, but still that they were able to get wins without Yurtseven and McClung. But if Providence is able to survive this, that would be huge for them to make it into the bracket. They're up with 3 minutes remaining, up by 7. That game's over on Fox Sports 1. Right now we're just on break. Hey, welcome in Bryson here, my man. Thanks so much for stopping by, brother. No problem, man. Feel free anytime. This channel is up. Anytime that you guys would like to stop on by, feel free. It's up here whenever you have a chance. No problem. If you have to miss streams, no problem here, bud. 59-47 the score. We're back to action. Feel free to check out the Discord link as well that Ryan just posted in the chat. And, NC State with the basketball. We're back to action. 11:30 left to go. They dribble around the left wing of the perimeter. Hand it off. They take a jumper. That one's up. That one is good. 2-point jumper going down as that shot is good right there by NC State. Puts it back to 14. 61-47, 11:20 left to go. Low post. Duke puts it up. They bank it up and in. That shot counts off the backboard. It's good by Vernon Carey. Goes to the free throw line and he'll shoot the and one with 11:18 left to go. Back to 12. Who do I think is going to win the Big East? I would go... Ooh. I just said Creighton there. I'm going to go Creighton right now. But Seton Hall, Villanova is so wide open. Who could win it? Even Providence could win it. Will Kentucky have a chance of the 1 seed if you win the SEC tournament? I will say no to that. I will say no to that because the loss against Evansville, who they are winless, I think they're 0-14, and also the loss to Utah as well. Even if they come home with 5 losses and win out, I think it's going to be tough because they have to have all the teams in front of them lose. And it's going to be tough for Gonzaga and San Diego State to lose, even though SDSU plays the toughest schedule throughout the rest of the season. That shot's good at the free throw line. 61-50. Duke with the basketball, top of the key, Goldwire. 10:45 left to go. Thanks so much for the sub, Dark Cardinal 71. I appreciate it, bud. Welcome to the channel, James Moon here. Puts out, remember now that the committee has the job of putting Kentucky in Duke's bracket. He puts out, that's a 3-point shot. And it's off the mark, no good by Duke. It goes out of bounds as it went at the baseline and went out of bounds. So NC State will get it back up by 11. Thanks so much for stopping by. I don't know anymore. I appreciate my man here. And he was the one who created the Discord tonight. Thank you so much, my man, for stopping by. He is going to bed and enjoy the rest of your night. I don't know anymore. Thank you so much, my man, for stopping by. 11-point game. NC State has the basketball. Passing over. Inside. Passes out. Right baseline jumper off the mark. It was wide open. They missed the shot by Funderburk. Rebound now by Duke. Duke with the basketball. They dribble now. Free throw circle. Passes back to the top. 10 minutes remaining here. Duke puts up the shot. Left elbow. No good. Ball tipped around. Rebound Funderburk of the Wolfpack. Wolfpack with the basketball. They take it past the half-court logo. Jungle Boys got Gonzaga winning it all. That's a 3. Taking NC State launches. They are good from behind the arc. Markel Johnson having a monster night in this one. They lead by 14 once again. 9:40 left to go. Johnson with 23. He's a perfect 5 for 5 right now from the floor. Duke with it. Jones flings it out to Goldwire. Goldwire, right corner. No good. Missed the 3-point shot. Ball tipped out of bounds. Last out of bounds by Stanley. And the Wolfpack will get it. The Wolfpack will get it right back here with 9:27 left remaining. Can I make you a scoreboard? If you got me on Twitter, Western Bull, and at the SportsDish14, just hit me up with a message on Twitter, man. So, if you want a scoreboard or so, brother. I appreciate it. Welcome to the channel here, Liam Kennedy. Thanks so much, my man. Should be a professional. I appreciate it, bud. Thanks so much for finding my channel. It means a whole lot to me. 9:20 left to go. I call college basketball, NBA, and the March Madness tournament on my channel Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Duke playing some defense here. NC State dribble drive to the basket with a foul, and Markel Johnson will go to the free throw line. Shoot 2 here for the Wolfpack. Yeah, Bryson putting out like a week ago, they said Kentucky was not a top 15 team, and now they're ranked at number 10. Actually, they're going to say non-shooting foul. That was before the shot, so NC State will still have the basketball. They have it around 3-point arc right now at the top of the key. Moving to the left wing. They take a deep 2 jumper. This one's up. No good. Hits the front rim. Rebound by Duke. Duke with numbers. 3-on-2 transition here. Stanley going to the hole. Lays it up and in. Hits it off the backboard. It's good for 2. It's back to 12 now. 8:58 left remaining. And Cassius Stanley with the contact playing through. He got fouled as well. So Stanley will go to the line and shoot the and 1. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure hit the like, hit the sub here as I call play-by-play of basketball and Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. CJ Frederick, Alex putting out here. Hope I cross my fingers for him tomorrow. And he would like everybody to root for Iowa for his team to help him out. He would really appreciate it. Puts here in the chat. Big game going on tomorrow night against Ohio State. 3-point shot, no good off the mark. Miss. Rebound. NC State's got the basketball. Do I think the Raptors will beat the Lakers? Ooh. I will go with the Lakers in that one. I'll go with the Lakers in that game. That could be a very well tight game, though. But I'll go with the Lakers with that one. Top of the key 3. Johnson launches his first miss of the game. Offensive rebound, and they put it up and in. Funderburk gets it off with a putback. 14-point game. Funderburk was fouled as well. Go to the free throw line and shoot 1 shot with 8:30 remaining. Dark Cardinal 71 putting out his final 4. Gonzaga, Louisville, Florida State, Kansas is so wide open. So wide open. Nova playing the lights out tonight for sure, Jungle Boy. Villanova trying to find the spark. They are playing against DePaul, though, who just got obliterated against Creighton a couple of nights ago. 77-48. Shot at the free throw line by Thunderberg. He has got 11 now in the second half as he hits that one. 15-point game. Welcome back to the channel here, Gatsby. 8:25 left to go. Duke with the basketball inside. Floater in the key, no good off the mark by Trey Jones. Tipped up in the air, rebound Wolfpack. Wolfpack will set it up. Swings it now to the left elbow. Tips it back, going into the lane. They put it up, no good. Ball tipped around, rebounds by Matthew Hurt at Duke. Duke now with the basketball. They take a three. Jones up in the air, no good. Hits the front rim, ball tipped around. They try to get the rebound, and they do get it. But a fall on the court stops it with 8:08. Who do I want to win? I'm not a fan of any of these two teams, by the way. I'm from Massachusetts. I'm a fan of Providence and Rhode Island for college basketball. But if I had to bet on this, I would have gone with Duke in this game. I'm stunned right now. I told everybody in the prior stream I thought that Duke would win by 11. And they're down by 15. 67-52 is the score. Scoreboard update with that Providence game. Providence leading Georgetown final minute 68-61. Shots coming up at the free throw line by Duke. 1-1 bonus. They miss it. Vernon Carey misses at the line. What happened to Duke in this game? Just NC State just lighting it up on fire from behind the arc. NC State tonight. Markel Johnson having a monster game as well. NC State, they're up by 15. They get the basketball. Top of the key, bounce pass over to the right wing of the perimeter. Into the hands now of Devon Daniels. Daniels passes back out to the top now. Back over to Daniels. Daniels dribbles. Right elbow back to the right wing. Daniels makes his move inside. Passes. Right baseline. Thunderberg puts it up and in off the backboard. Got it for two more by the Wolfpack. 17-point lead now. 7:30 left to go. Thunderberg with 13 in the second half. Duke with the ball dribbling. Inside. No foul right there. A lot of contact. They floated up a hook shot. Went way off the top of the backboard. Rebound by the Wolfpack. They get the basketball and the key. The ball gets stolen away. Duke with it. Feeds it inside. Carey lost the handle, but a foul stripped in the lane. Should be a stoppage in time here. Yes, so 7:17 on the clock right now. 69-52 is the score. As we're going to get right to break in this one. Cannot show the game because that will result in a copyright strike on YouTube. This stream will be taken down, by the way, if I do that. So that's why it says no stream will be shown due to copyright, play-by-play only here on the channel. Welcome to the channel. Thanks so much for finding me. Stephen Griffin here. We got a Wolfpack fan on. Thanks so much for stopping by. Tomorrow night's game. Yeah, can't believe it, Bryson, as well. Next stream, Ohio State versus Iowa tomorrow night. 7 p.m. Eastern time. Feel free to join me back for that game tomorrow. Ohio State back in the top 25. Number 25 versus number 20 tomorrow night. I haven't done a Buckeyes game in about like 2 months or so. Is the last game I believe was against UNC, so good to do one back again. Providence beating Georgetown by 5. Thank you so much. It means a lot to me, that update right there, your regular gamer. That update that you just put means the world to me about that game going on, that the Providence Friars are winning this game with 40 seconds remaining. 69-63 is the score I just checked right now. Scoreboard update, how about Villanova? Villanova crushing DePaul tonight, 77-52. Houston destroying Tulsa, 55-28. And Seton Hall beat Butler with Sanjo Mama Kalashvili's tip-in, 74-72. Louisville beat Syracuse in the first game I called 90-66. Am I going to stream Kansas versus Baylor? I am not sure if I'm going to be streaming it on Saturday. I have to work on my car on Saturday, I'm going to change the oil and change the brakes over on Saturday, and that game is early, so make sure, Tristan, if just to put on notifications if I do stream it, because I'm not sure just yet. I probably won't even know until I finish or so, changing the oil and changing the brakes to the car, but it might run into the time of that game, that's why, so I haven't told anybody what the plans are for Saturday because I'm not sure yet because it's all up in the air depending on when I'm able to. So, if you guys are new to the channel or are on here that subscribe but not hit the notification bell but want to be notified when I do go live and interested in a game, feel free to hit the notification bell so you know when I do go live or so. I plan to be back tomorrow, Ohio State versus Iowa at 7 with a doubleheader with Oregon versus Arizona State after that one. The Sun Devils right now in the bubble. Your regular gamer putting out Providence will be a Cinderella if they make it to the tournament. Bet you they get a play-in game against Arizona State or UNC. They'll be a 12 seed, I bet you, in a play-in game. I bet you Rhode Island will make the tournament as well. your regular gamer. I am a Rhode Island fan. I am a Providence fan. I am going to the Rhode Island game in a couple weeks from now. Their final one on a weekend. Rhode Island's right now seated as a 10. Providence not in the bracket in the next 4 out, I think, in the part of the last 8 left out. As right now we're back to action. Do you have any updates? Sure, I'll take a look and see if I got anything for the Kansas State game. Thanks so much for asking. Yeah, if any of you guys have like a score that you would like to have me let you know in the chat, feel free. Kansas State trailing against Texas Tech. Texas Tech leads 52-44. Thanks so much for asking, Tristan, my man. So shots at the free throw line. Duke with the free throws. They hit them both, and they are 3 for 13 at the line. They were coming in 1 for 11 that trip down at the line. So it's now 69-54. If you guys are new, feel free, hit the like, hit the sub here as I call play-by-play. North Carolina State with the basketball. Inside, low post, they put up the shot, and it goes through for 2 more. There you go, the 71 spot on the board. Devon Daniels with 20. Daniels and also Johnson having a monster game. That's a 3 taken, carry off the mark. Offensive rebound, though. Duke has it at the right wing perimeter into the hands of Wendell Moore. Moore with the basketball. Passes over right corner. Catch and shoot. Hurt. Takes the 3. Rolls around the backboard to the rim. No good. Almost went down with a sail right out. Rebound NC State. 71-50. 6.5 left to go. Oh, we got right here Dono. My man Jack. Thank you so much. Let's get some Dono hype in the chat here, guys. Thank you so much. Jack, I appreciate it. Thank you so much for the generosity. 71-54 to score. NC State with it. 6:15 left to go. Welcome to the channel. Joshua Lamb here. Thanks so much for stopping by the channel. Bob Lawson, welcome to the channel as well. Jumper, right baseline, no good off the mark. Rebound, Duke. Do I think Duke can recover from this one? I do think so. It's just defensively they have struggled in these away games this season, but at home they look solid. It's just away games. They're just struggling this season. 5:55 left to go. NC State with the basketball. Joel's past the half court. I appreciate here, my man Jack. You guys are awesome here on the channel. Awesome people here on the channel. NC State free throw circle. Passes over top of the key. Swings it out to the left wing perimeter now. They got it with 6 on the shot clock. Dribbling left baseline dribble. 2 strong off the backboard. They go and get the tip in for 2 more by Thunderbark. It's back to 19. I really thought that Duke was able to come back in this one. They were down by 11. I thought that they would have a chance there, drawing with an 11 with 9 minutes, but no, that ball is intercepted. Fast break, 1 man to beat here, going into the lane, putting it up, in a hard foul off the steal, and Devon Daniels will shoot 2, coming up for the Wolfpack at the line with 5:16 remaining. Let's see here. We got some scoreboard updates. Thank you so much, Didi. I appreciate it with the scoreboard update. Mississippi State leading South Carolina, 4.5 left to go, 65-58 to score. Thank you so much, your regular gamer with the update. Indiana up against Minnesota, 55-49. Indiana needs that to be in the tournament, because Minnesota is most likely not going to be there. Can I check the Wake Forest ham here? Mini Weasel putting out his sister cheers for them. He puts out. First shot good at the free throw line. NC State's been really good tonight at the free throw line, whereas Duke has struggled mightily. Second shot, that one's good. At the free throw line by NC State. It's a 21-point lead. I know Little Man Knows Sports. Welcome on the channel here, my man. Make sure to subscribe over to Little Man Knows Sports. He calls awesome play-by-play of NBA games, so check him out as well. He does an incredible job. I am same thing here, dude. I am shocked right now. I predicted Duke to win this game by 11. With 5 minutes left to go, Duke gets fouled. They'll go to the free throw line and shoot 2 with Vernon Carey Jr. 75-54 is the score. Wake Forest lost tonight against Georgia Tech, 86-79. So Georgia Tech with a 500 record, 13-13. Scoreboard update: Providence final. Providence beats Georgetown on the road at DC tonight, 73-63. Watch out, boys, for the Providence Friars here if they're able to make it to the tournament. Big game coming up next week against Villanova. First shot good at the line by Carey. It's a 20-point game. Second shot coming out. Carey carrying the team tonight with 21. Make it 22. 22 points and 12 rebounds. That shot's good at the line. 19-point game. How far will a Penn State go? Man, I probably either the first round or the round of 32. I'm not too high on Penn State there, Vaughn. Not really too high. Shot fake. NC State puts it up. puts it up and in off the backboard. They count it with a foul, and the Wolfpack will go to the line and shoot the and one as well with 4:49 left to go. Yep, Jason had predicted NC State to win by 3, not 23. I heard about the Seton Hall game. I was calling the Louisville-Syracuse game while Seton Hall was going on, but the tip-in at the win for Mamu Kalashvili with like 0.6 left to go on the clock as Seton Hall beat Butler by 2. CJ Bryce at the line shooting 1. That shot's good. 78-56. Feel free, join on tomorrow if you guys would like. Ohio State against Iowa for the next game. I call play-by-play basketball on the channel. Make sure before you sign off, hit the like, hit the sub here, and the notification bell as well. Duke going inside. They bank it up and in off the backboard. It's back to a 20-point game. 4.5 left to go. Wolfpack will get the ball. Do I think Maryland can make a deep run? Yes, I do really think Maryland can make a deep run. I was impressed with their win at Michigan State on Saturday. I like how that team's come together there. Anthony Cowan, Jalen Smith, Eric Ayala. They're going to be a tough team to beat for the Maryland Terrapins. A lot of upperclassmen there for Maryland. I do like them. They can make a deep run, in my opinion, for sure. I have them probably Elite 8 or Final Four most likely as of right now. 4 minutes left to go. 20-point game. Duke commits the foul. That is enough fouls that they've got 10 fouls now they committed. So that means NC State's in the bonus. NC State shooting at the free throw line. Awesome, we got a Maryland fan here on the channel. I appreciate it, Bob. Yeah, this channel here is out for all sports fans, no matter who you root for. Duke, NC State, whoever you root for here on the channel. Kentucky, Florida State, Tennessee. We got fans from all across the globe. I'm a Rhode Island and Providence fan from Massachusetts, by the way. That shot, both of them are good at the free throw line, and NC State leads by 22. 4 minutes remaining, Duke with the basketball. They have it top of the key. Trey Jones dribbles now. Takes the floater. Left elbow. No good off the mark. Rebound by the Wolfpack. Do I know what NC seed would be in Auburn seed? North Carolina's seed? North Carolina is not in the tournament at all. North Carolina, the Tar Heels, they are not in the tournament. If it's NC State right now is on the bubble in the first 4 out. That's a 3. NC State drills it from the right corner. They are able to feast all over this defense tonight. Like, they are just heaving up shots, and they are going down tonight. Generous here at home. Devon Daniels, 25 points, a career high. Just like Audice Toney went off for Pittsburgh a couple weeks ago. Just like Clyde Trapp did for Clemson. Tonight, Devon Daniels and Markel Johnson, just monster game by these two tonight here for the NC State Wolfpack. They combined for this game, 50 points combined by Johnson and Daniels, 25 and 25. Hey, thanks so much for stopping by on the channel, Reverend of Swagger. He appreciates the stream. Missed most of this, no problem, man. But if I could describe what's happened here tonight in a few words, what would I say? Defense, struggling. And struggling shooting for Duke. It's just been a struggle. Vernon Carey Jr. carrying this team, and that is the problem. That's the problem. Nobody else has been able to produce tonight except for Carey and Jones, and that has been the problem all season long. 26 points, 12 rebounds by Carey. Jones with 17 points and 9 rebounds. And the rest of the team struggling once again. Goldwire had a good game against Florida State. He's only got 2 points tonight, 1 for 7 from the floor. Stanley struggling with 4 points. Matthew hurt. He needs to stay at Duke for another season, man. It broke my mind when I saw that the NBA draft analyst had predicted the Boston Celtics to pick up Matthew Hurt in the first round of the draft. That was like, no way. I'm a Celtics fan, by the way. I'm from Massachusetts. No way. No way. He is staying at Duke. He's got to stay at Duke and be a better shooter, because this is just not good again. Complete seesaw. It's way worse than what Cam Reddish was last season, and he was a seesaw, and we thought that he would break out in the tournament, and he didn't. Do I think San Diego State is legit? Yes, I do think they are legit. I don't think they can make it to the Final Four, though. I think they can make it to the Sweet 16. San Diego State beat Creighton. They crushed Creighton, I think, by like 29. They beat Iowa by 10. And they also won against BYU. Those 3 teams are in the top 25. Creighton, Iowa, and BYU. And they beat all 3 of them back in non-conference play. Let's see here. Back in the chat. Thank you guys so much for being a part here. 3-ball city indeed. NC State playing their way into the tournament. 3-ball has been the thing tonight here. Markel Johnson with a half-court buzzer beater at halftime. And let's see here, just a phenomenal what NC State's done. 8 for 12 from behind the arc. Yup, I can't believe it, what I've witnessed tonight. 83 to 58 the score. Welcome Tiger Raven on the channel. If you guys are new, make sure to hit the like, hit the sub here. I call play-by-play of college basketball, NBA, and the March Madness tournament on the channel. So your regular gamer pointed out they don't play anybody good. Well, they don't play anybody good in the Mountain West, basically. But back in non-conference, you guys might have forgot, they beat Creighton. They destroyed them. They beat Iowa. And they also won against BYU. All 3 of those teams right now ranked in the top 25. Von Cinderella will be Yale. Hey, thanks so much for stopping by. Finding my channel means a lot to me. Jason Healy, thanks so much for being a part here. Let's see what we got here as I scroll around the channel. Okay, so Tristan pointing out, who do I think's a dark horse or Cinderella going to be in the tournaments? Okay, so Vaughn is going with Yale. I'm going to go with Northern Iowa. I'll go with Northern Iowa to the Sweet 16 in this tournament as of right now. Reverend Oswago might be his new ESPN. I appreciate it. Make sure if you're new, hit the like, hit the sub, hit the notification bell. I call play-by-play of college basketball, NBA games, and the March Madness tournament on the channel. Of course, Coach K will be not only mad, he will be furious tonight, Vaughn. He'll be repping it in the final 3 minutes. Duke just hit a 3-point shot as we're back to action. 83 to 61 to score. NC State with the basketball. Duke poked it all the way to the backcourt, but the Wolfpack get it back. 4 on the shot clock. 3. Passing over left wing. They take a 3. It is up. It is no good off the back iron. It tipped. They get the offensive rebound, though. Puts it into the hands of Johnson as Duke tipped it back to the wrong player. NC State has it. 2:45 left to go. Markel Johnson moving towards his left. Makes his move, and he gets bumped inside by Cassius Stanley. Commits the foul with 2:42 on the clock, and the Wolfpack will go to the line, shoot 2 here with Markel Johnson. Yeah, Yale is a lot of upperclassmen on the channel, though, for sure. Yeah, they did lose against Loyola Chicago, though. That's the only thing. East Tennessee State, that's another one for East Tennessee this season. First shot's good at the free throw line by the Wolfpack. They did lose against Loyola, though, the other night. Yeah, NBA is tomorrow they start up again. That shot no good with 2:40 left to go. So Houston is indeed playing tomorrow, Tristan puts out here. I usually call NBA on Wednesdays and Fridays, but Wednesday tonight the NBA is on an all-star break, so I cover college for you guys. That ball is stolen away. Nobody to beat here, except going into lane and putting the exclamation point on a game that's been summed up already for a long time. Off the steal, Markel Johnson, and indeed, they have played their way right into the tournament and to be the team of the week. A 28-point career high tonight by Markel Johnson of NC State. Another steal. Duke is just coughing up the basketball. NC State passing around the perimeter. 2 minutes left to go in a battle of basically a shock here tonight. One of the biggest upsets I've ever called on the career here of the channel. Jamming it down off the offensive rebound. Throwing it down by Thunderberg. They got 88. Insane game. 1:45 left remaining. Duke with it. Stanley at the free throw circle. Passes over right corner. Hurt takes the 3. It is up. No good. Rattled out. Matthew Hurt with another miss. What is new? Rebound NC State. Do I think Baylor will stay at 1? I will go with yes there. I believe Baylor will stay at 1 because they play Kansas. It's just if they lose against another team below Kansas, they probably won't stay at 1, but I have them right now still at number 1. I have got them probably Kansas as the overall number 1. NC State coughs it up in the key. Stolen by Duke. Goldwire. 1 man to beat. They'll allow Goldwire just to lay it up. That one's good. Final 1 minute. 1 minute left to go. Yeah, I've got Kansas as number 1. I do believe Kansas will win on Saturday. Baylor will be the third number one seed. The fans getting ready to storm the court. 58 seconds left remaining. NC State will get the inbound. 88 to 63. You guys were awesome tonight here on the channel. Let's see here. Bob pointing out, hey, he's just saying this, his parents went to UMBC. Ironic here how his parents went to UMBC and he found my stream tonight in a type of game like this with a monster upset that I did not believe would happen. I'm not sure yet if I'll be live for Baylor, Kansas, because I have to work in my car over the weekend and that game is early. So I'm not sure yet. Make sure to turn on the notification bell, because I have to work on the brakes and change the oil to my car before I go out on Sunday, because I'm traveling quite a long distance or so. 88 to 63 the score. So unsure yet. Make sure just turn on the notification bell so you guys know when I'm live. Next stream I do plan to be back here tomorrow night. Ohio State versus Iowa for the next game on the play-by-play. Thank you guys so much for stopping by here. All the new people, I appreciate it. Big shout out to Jack Merriman on the channel for the donos tonight. I appreciate it here. Thank you so much. So generous, as that's a 3-ball goes down by Duke for a 3-point shot. But this game has been over for a long time. 20 seconds remaining. Everybody getting ready to storm the court right now in a massive game by the NC State Wolfpack to play their way into the tournament tonight here. 25 points in this one by Devon Daniels. 28, though, with a half-court shot to go into halftime by Markel Johnson in 3 seconds, 2 seconds, and 1. And there we have it. Make sure before you sign off, hit the like, hit the sub here. The biggest upset I can remember ever calling on the history of this channel. I've been on YouTube for over a year. Final in this one. The Wolfpack win by 22, and they have just made it into the NCAA tournament. If they keep it up like that, they have another quality opportunity to take down Florida State over on the weekend for their next game. And how about this? There's going to be 5 teams possibly in the ACC because of NC State. Wow. What a game here. Did not expect this at all. NC State, final schedule to close out the year. Another golden opportunity against Florida State on Saturday. Then they're at North Carolina. They take on Pittsburgh. They're at Duke once again. I am planning on doing that most likely. That's Monday. Monday at 7 p.m. on March the 2nd. I do plan to do that most likely. Back again. That game's on ESPN. So, North Carolina State versus Duke for a second crack at it at Cameron Indoor, and then they close it out with Wake Forest. So, wow, I did not see this coming at all, Vaughn, for sure. I did not see this coming. Thank you guys so much for joining on the channel here tonight. I appreciate it. Before you sign off, don't forget, hit the likes, the thumbs up down below, hit the subscribe button, the big red subscribe button as well. Big wow. Yes, big wow Midwest Sports. I mean, Little Man No Sports. Big wow. Man. Crazy the season, what it's become in college basketball. It's going to be a lot more going down in the tournament. Unbelievable. Biggest upset I've ever called before. I bet you I'm going to call even bigger ones in the tournament. So, this is it here, folks, on tonight here. I appreciate it for everyone stopping by on the channel here. Thank you so much, Tristan, for coming back here on the channel. Once again, as this game has gone final, don't forget, tomorrow night I do plan to be back for the next stream. Ohio State versus Iowa, if you guys would like to come back here, 7 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow night for the next game tomorrow night. Thanks so much, Stephen Griffin. I appreciate it here, guys. Awesome for everybody here on the channel tonight. You guys were awesome here as we build up the sports play-by-play community, but I did not see this coming at all. Massive upset here is 88 to 66. NC State takes down Duke and gets the W. Thank you guys so much for finding my channel. I appreciate it. Gonna sign off here on the channel as this is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Enjoy the rest of your night, everybody.